Well, everybody, hi. My name is.
You're going to keep seeing
stuff
that,
coming through right now.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Mike Sweeting. I'm chairing the show and tell. Please bear with us. Obviously, it's the first one. We've really been helped by Tom Paper, but in the midst of this, we really do enjoy just having you all together. We appreciate your participation. We appreciate the time and effort that the speakers put in it very much as well. And we've got some actually pretty key stuff coming through. So calling it a show and tell is a typical bit of understatement. The bios. You'll find that this whole event is curated. There will be a link to full biographies, full PowerPoint, extra material provided by the speakers, and that'll be held on the cloud, curated by Tom. So it's also being recorded with the kind permission of all 10 speakers. So again, that we can use this partly for IMCoS membership purposes and partly just to communicate love of maps through YouTube and so on. When I introduce people, I won't be introducing their subject, that's up to them, because otherwise I'm just taking time away from them. Instead, I'll be just saying one or two key things about the person rather than their presentation and a way that speaker should go. Timings, as I'm sure you're aware, it's quite a full program. So you'll be discovering Liliana's bell. Ting our bell, please. Oh, could you ting it again? That was fun.
You found it.
Oh, that was a weak ting.
It was a weak.
Oh, very weak, yeah.
One more, Liliana.
One more. Okay, that's the kind of ting we need.
Okay. That's a certain amount of muscle power there.
But well, as chief tinger, I think you'll grow into the role. So at 5 minutes, each speaker will hear that bell, and they'll also be hearing it again at 9. After 9 minutes, I'll start looking rather sad, and that's the cue to genuinely try to finish. Questions. Obviously, with the numbers that are still coming in, questions are going to be a little bit of fun to handle. And we've basically said to speakers, if they want to take questions during their 10 minutes, that's fine. But they can't do 10 minutes and then have questions straight off. So if they've used up their allowance, the questions will have to go towards the end or put through the chat. I do recommend that. And again, people will be picking them up through the event so that you still get a chance to genuinely ask your question and get a genuine answer. And if the worst comes to the worst, I'm sure speakers would be happy to answer large amounts of questions by email or when we've finished. We're not obviously seeking to keep people to the end of every single question. So if you have to go, please feel absolutely free to do so. But hopefully we have something that's engaging enough for you to want to continue. Now, because of that, we've also decided to have a break. So after the 5th presentation, there's going to be a 10-minute break. The reason for the break, very simply, is so that we can get our heads together, have a comfort break, as I believe they say in the northern part of the hemisphere, and also so that we can catch up with organising those questions. Muting, well, you already know about that. Muting has been controlled, but there'll be points where we will unmute to enable you to contribute back again. I think that's almost all that one has to say. Those who didn't hear at the beginning, this event is being recorded. It will be made available as a recording both on IMCoS's website and on YouTube, although do bear with us. But very rapidly, the curated version of today will be available through the link that Tom is providing.
In the chat, it's in the chat. You might want to.
Yeah. So if you look at the top of the chat, you will find that link has already been provided. So you can cut and paste it, or you can just go back to it later on. You'll find a great deal in there.